Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to GregTech. Today it is time for us to set sail because we're gonna find that Alps biome that keeps eluding me. And we're gonna set up a quarry and we're gonna mine the entire damn thing away. So without further ado, let's get right on the journey. Now I know for a fact that it's north of us. I also know that it's out bordering the ocean. So I'm thinking if we take the big ship here, if we can just get over to the correct side of it. You know, we can just kind of sail out into the horizon that's not really rendering. And yeah, be on our merry way. Now, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this entire journey up there. I know that it is actually quite a distance that we need to travel. Also, why is there so many chickens in the water here? Really odd. But as I said, I'm not gonna have you guys sit through the journey. I'm gonna skip ahead until we actually arrive there. And then once we get there, I'll recap the journey quickly for you. So, see you in just a bit. And there we are, of course, when my pause recording button also involves me pressing shift, which dismounts me from a boat, so that's why you just saw me jumping in the water here. But I believe I have now found the Alps biome that I was talking about, and of course it just so happens to be as night is falling. So it takes about a day's journey. Actually twice I had to jump out the ship and actually pick up the ship and cross a little bit of land because I didn't really want to make canals just yet until I knew for a fact that this was where I wanted to go. But still thing getting stuck. This is where I want to be. So we have a gravel beach, and when we go in just a wee bit we have Alps. Now of course it's nighttime, meaning that there's a bunch of ugly dudes coming along. But yeah, I made this staircase here a while ago while I was looking for ores here. But yeah, the idea is to replace this with the quarry now and have that do all the work for us. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on this ugly thing here. Now this is the not enough items chunk grid, and basically it shows exactly where chunks are. So the idea I have is that I don't want to load too many chunks with the quarry. I kind of want to keep it limited to a certain number, but I also want to kind of get a decently sized area, and I also don't want to have any of the sorting system and such in an unloaded chunk, because then the quarry will end up just not working as well, really. So with this ugly thing, we need to plan out exactly what area we want to quarry out, and then from there on we then need to try and contain the entire item pickup system into one chunk. Same with the power system and such. So, but of course because it's nighttime we have a bunch of mobs that we also need to fend off, so that's always fun. So what I'm gonna suggest is that we just start with basically digging out one chunk. That way we can get pretty far down with a limited amount of power. And since this chunk right here appears to be the central one, I'm gonna suggest we do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these landmarks here, and we're gonna take some dirt as well, because I need to raise it up just a wee bit. And then on the immediate outside of the chunk here, we're gonna put these landmarks up at this height, so it matches this corner here. And then once we have these set up, we need one more block here. I think 3 of them should be enough. If we right click this one as well. Yeah, 3 would be enough, but then we have to place the quarry on that one, and I'm not sure that's the best choice. I kind of want the quarry, I don't know, do I want it up there actually? Yeah, let's just put it there. So hopefully no creepers will come and blow it up, because this thing is actually quite expensive and I really don't want to lose it. So let's be a bit careful here. So yeah, of course it'll keep 9 chunks loaded because I'm now spreading it into as many different chunks as I pretty much can, but it'll be fine. The server can handle it. The server's not on 24/7 anyway, so it's not like a big laws for it. But let's turn that ugly grid off and just quickly fend for ourselves here. And then I guess we can start setting up the other systems here. We really need to keep an eye out for creepers, because I really don't want to lose this thing. Where's my bow? There we are. So we got power, we got the quarry, we need to install the circuit board in this one, and then we need to set up the chest system. So the way that the quarry chests work is, or Buildcraft pipes work. Did I accidentally look at this guy? No, but he is stealing my dirt, which is not nice. And of course these skeletons are going to be a problem as well. This is going to take a lot longer for me, just because I need to keep running around killing skeletons and other creatures. Anyway, I brought along a bit of building materials here so we can make a decent enough platform for... Oh god, that's impressive with the amount of interruptions I'm gonna get here. So, I was talking about setting up a chest system for the quarry here. Now, the way that these Buildcraft pipe work is that whenever you make a split like this, the pipes will per default put 50% in each direction. And since I have 16 chests, so 8 double chests, we need to split it into 8 equal parts, so all the chests fill evenly. If we don't do that, we're gonna end up with a bit of a headache. So I'm gonna try and see if I can split this evenly. So we now have 4 completely even things here, which means that actually we can do this and then put 1 more in this direction here, I think. Now we need 1 more in each direction, or we need to I think we do need to spread this out a bit. So let's see, 1 there, and there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 evens, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so this is completely evenly split now. So each of these will contain 1/8 of the items being mined by the quarry, which is pretty much exactly what we want. So now we just need to get some chests going here, and I reckon we can be a bit space efficient, maybe. There we are. So all 8 of these stupid staircase. All 8 of these chests, double chests, will contain exactly 1/8 of the items being mined. As I just said, I'm repeating myself now. So if we just quickly get this sort of beefed up, so it actually looks as though the chest might be supported. We have this little area here on the inside to kind of walk around in and be safe in. So I'm just wondering, should we... Yeah, we probably should make some sort of wall around this thing. Now we only need the wall to actually touch upon here, so... And then we need to go on the outsides of it and just mine down so that it's 2 blocks tall everywhere. That'll keep at least creepers and skeletons and zombies out. Like that. And... see, how much more do we need? Well, I kind of want to have a little path going down to the water. But yeah, with a bit of light, I think we'll be fine. At least if stuff wants to get to us, it'll have to enter through one entrance once we get these last couple of bricks here set up. Again, I'm kind of whenever, like, what happened just before was the my doorbell rang, and first of all, I'm not used to that at all. Like, back where I used to live, there was no doorbell at all that would ring for any means, because the outside door was locked, so no one could actually get in. But it's just completely throwing me off. A bit strange, but alright, let's get some light up in here. Plenty of the stuff. That should do the trick, also get rid of some of the snow. And I think we're actually good to try and set this thing up to work. So let us take the battery we have here, plug in, and then we need a redstone signal. Do I have a lever on me? Oh god, yes. That was lucky. I kind of half expected to not have one of those. So let's see, we're producing 14 microjoules per sec. We're rapidly burning down the energy here, but yeah, quarries do use a lot of energy. And without that, we're gonna have to, you know, put in the bad pack soon enough. But for now at least, this battery, I'm hoping it'll be enough to actually make the quarry itself, and then from there on we can start actually picking up some stuff. Now for some reason it insists on mining all these snowballs out. I guess we can save a bit of power by just helping it along. Now the stuff that it breaks when you just set it up like this does not get into the chest at all. Like, it doesn't pick up the stuff. It will, I think, pick up these snowballs down here actually though. But we'll see. But for now, little Bob there is bobbing around, building the quarry scaffolding. Yeah, quite a lot of power is being used. But the speed is decent enough, I guess. We'll have to see once it actually starts mining how fast it is, because it's really hard to judge from just the construction speed. I know they are related, but they're not necessarily that closely related, so I'm not sure, but like, I think construction always seems to take a long time for me. Like, we are giving it a good bit of power here. Why is the engine actually overheating? Oh yeah, that's a pretty good mining speed right there. But yeah, I think our electric engine here might be overheating actually. Which means that it'll go into forced cool down until the heat drops back down again. Like, it didn't overheat at all back in the other base. So I don't know if it's different when it's battery powered. We should probably also make one of the GregTech battery chargers and actually have the batteries in that rather than having them in the electrical engine itself. But yeah, we'll see. But for now, you can see the beautiful. Did I actually bring some gold pipes? No, I did not. But yeah, you can see all the cobblestone being split off into the different chests here. Like, we're gonna have to sort through all these chests eventually and figure out what exactly we want here. And I think does it need to go down to 155 or something, or does it need to go all the way down? It might have to go all the way down actually. But yeah, basically, I think with the construction there is a limit to how much power the quarry can actually consume. So because the engine was actually producing more than the quarry could consume, that's why the engine was overheating. But again, at least with the electric engines, it cannot overheat with catastrophic results. It can't blow up on us. So we got that going for us at least. So let's see here. How long will it take before it's getting there? It's getting there. Now, what else do we have around here? We have some red stuff up on top of the mountain there. I'm not actually sure what that is. I think it might be, it's probably red granite of various kinds. We got a big gravel beach. We have the boreal forest or whatever it is up there. We have some tundra area here. It's not the prettiest area. This I'll admit that freely. It's not a pretty area. It does have a bunch of resources. I'm fairly certain, at least, that it has resources, but it's not pretty. Can't say that. But yeah, like the thing is, the quarry will keep these chunks up here loaded. Stuff won't blow up because there's no players around, of course, but time will advance. So if we like plant some crops next to the quarry, for instance, they'll also be growing. But yeah, as you can see, these little red blobs are actually these random rocks that are lying around, but they're because there's red granite underneath. The blobs themselves are also made of the granite. It's kind of something I haven't actually seen before. What is that? That's just a shadow playing tricks with me. We have some tainted area from Thaumcraft over there. That's always nice. But overall, just not a pretty area, this. It really isn't. So I really don't feel ashamed or sorry for the area with that we're mining out a big hole with the quarry. And as you can see, the quarry is now working again. So I'm wondering if the engine will do any better this time. Probably not. Most likely not, actually. But we shall see. Now, one of the strange things about this alt biome did it? Yeah, it. Okay, no fuel left. Let's put in the backpack then. One of the strange things about this alt biome is that with ATG, it's actually sort of it's a weird flat area, kind of on the coast. Whereas with normal Biomes O Plenty, you if you had an Alps next to the coast, you would see a massive cliff face facing the ocean that you have to climb to get on top of the Alps. And I think GregTech is more designed with the Biomes O Plenty default setting in mind rather than ATG, because like a lot of the stuff spawns at certain elevations. And for instance, stuff like cassiterite and such, it spawns in larger veins at high altitudes. But since we don't really have that high altitudes here, it won't actually spawn. Okay, so basically the difference between the backpack and the large sodium battery is that the backpack is only 32 energy units per tick, whereas the large sodium battery is 128, and it's not overheating on this one. I don't know if it's because it's lower voltage or if it's because that the Quarry can actually use all the power now and it's not being throttled by the construction process. But at least it uses all the power now and it's not overheating, so this thing will end up using up the backpack and just mining out a big hole for us. We also have a big oil spill out there we could potentially pump up while the core is working, but that's gonna need some different materials than we have with us now. But yeah, this could go on for quite a while, and yeah, but I don't actually have anything else planned right now, and there's nothing really I can, like, getting back to the base without the backpack. That's kind of, I don't want to leave it here until we have the charger and a bit more protection set up here, I think. But yeah, we got the core set up. We have a bunch of stuff being sorted into chests now. Most of it's just cobblestone and dirt, really. But hopefully before too long we'll actually end up having some valuable stuff here that we can bring home. So I think I'm gonna leave you guys for now. Let this quarry finish using up the lithium backpack and then travel back home. And then we'll see about what's gonna happen in the next episode. So until then, I'm Jerry, this has been GregTech, where we play Buildcraft, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!